MPC currently, emphasizes collaboration between fiscal and monetary policy authorities.
Yeah.
In what areas is this collaboration lacking, and what can be done, to improve it?
Okay, so on the 30th of January, I'm sure you covered what the Central Bank of Nigeria did, which was the Monetary Policy Forum. It had not been held in 20 years until Governor Cardoso took over and said he insisted, he is very big on collaboration as well as communication. How do we communicate our policies to the public for it to be effective? How do we enhance and strengthen collaboration with all sectors of the economy? So we held the Monetary Policy Forum, and that forum we had up to 6 ministers of budget and planning, the coordinating minister for the economy, and his minister of state. We also had Minister of Trade. When we talk of fiscal authorities, a lot of people conclude it's just the Ministry of Finance. No, trade plays a big role because it's through trade that we can earn revenue.
Yeah.
So whatever they do will impact on our sources of foreign exchange earnings, which will have a direct impact on the reserves, which is in the purview of the central bank. And the more dollar we earn, the more it will stabilize the exchange rate. And Prof earlier said that it was the importation of food that largely contributed to the deceleration of inflation. I'd like to add that including stable exchange rate. And that stable exchange rate, the bank introduced electronic foreign exchange matching system, which is called the B-Match. We also came up with the Nigerian FX code, and all this is to introduce transparency and ethics and governance in that space. Because in the past, the foreign exchange market was distorted. Banks played the way they liked, and there was no control. But now there is control, and with that control, things are normalizing. And let me quickly conclude on the collaboration between fiscal and monetary policy authorities. The forum, we invited academia, we invited the BDC, the Bureau de Change Association, we invited chambers of commerce. Okay. Everybody that was in the hall was carefully selected. The Senate representative was there, House of Reps, Governors Forum, all the other coordinating agencies, regulators in the financial sector, the insurance sector, the Securities and Exchange Commission, were all represented because there is a need for collaboration. If the banking sector is thriving, we need to see that insurance is also moving in the same direction. Right now, the services sector is what is driving the economy, finance and banking. So we need to enhance and strengthen regulation so that we can get optimal benefit from that. And then also with government, by inviting national planning, when we plan, once you sit with other agencies and you plan, then it will enable government to know where to focus on to generate revenue. And then also with the fiscal authorities, it will enable us to know how to manage excess liquidity in the system. So we need to have the same calendar with the fiscal authorities so that to ensure that they are not, whatever they do will not impact on what the banking sector or the central bank is
So are you plugging these gaps now?
Yes, we are. So we have, this is one of it. It was a really very successful discourse because we listened more to the stakeholders. The Monetary Policy Forum enabled the governor to hear what no MPC member spoke. It was just the speeches that the governor made and the Deputy Governor Economic Policy just to set the tone for the conversation. And after that, the governor took note of the complaints of everybody. And following that, immediately the BDCs were invited. We held meetings with them. And you can see the central bank has now created a model whereby BDCs can get foreign exchange from banks, so to reduce the scarcity. And then the fiscal authorities also, we've held meetings, several meetings with them on how we will manage our situation.